Hey folks, Mike McFarland here, the Lake Fork Guide, about to give you the Lake Fork Daily Rundown for April 21st, 2020. You know, after yesterday's smackdown, topwater smackdown, over 20 surface eruptions on that Vixen yesterday, we went from hero to zero as far as the topwater bite goes today. We had one blow up today. That's it. Unbelievable. Lake Fork's got to be the most humbling lake that I've ever fished, but it can turn around and be the most awesome lake that I've ever fished. So everything was really good. The conditions were good. I just don't understand how we can go from one day hero to the next day zero, but that's fishing. Let's tell you a little bit more about it. We did have a good day. We did catch some fish. We had one Lake Fork special that came aboard that was a really tired post-spawn. Probably wouldn't have broke 6 pounds, but if you'd have caught her before, she probably was a 7 or an 8. Very fatigued, lost a lot of weight. She was puked up a whole bunch of other lures like plastics, a Reaction Innovation swim bait, and some other weird swim bait with no hooks. I mean, it was like just scavenging these plastics from the bottom of Fork. It was weird. And then his buddy lost a pretty good Lake Fork special that was probably in the 6 or 7 pound range, but healthy. Jumped and just threw that bait right back at us. Water temperature. Parameters are looking great. We're on the up and up now. I don't think we're going to have any more cool trends at all. We're 66.2 in the main lake this morning on launch, 69 at the end of the day. I always say I don't like dirty water, and I don't mind cold water, but I can't stand cold, dirty water. So we're out of that. We're starting to really kind of clear up a little bit. The main lake is probably about a foot visibility at least. If you get in the backwaters, you can see the bed fishing. You can see they are on beds. The fish that I looked at today were very skittish that were on beds. Mostly just as soon as you see them, they see you and they leave. Lake elevation, 402.90 and stable, 402.90 at the end of the day. Definitely stable lake right now. More or less just junk fish today. They wouldn't eat the top water. So I think we caught our 2 best fish on a Carolina rig, one on a Carolina rig lizard, and one on a brush hog in the huckleberry color that I told you was going to work out real good. When this post-spawn bite starts, this huckleberry, the brush hog and the huckleberry color, it's kind of like peanut butter in a way, with a little red flake in it. It's like a PB&J with red flake. Boom for post-spawn bite. So most of the other fish that we caught were cookie cutters, and we caught those on the V&M chopstick, green pumpkin with a dipped chartreuse tail. It was a grind. I really enjoyed the day. Had 2 awesome Christian men. We had great times, great testimonies, and shared a lot of really neat things on the water. Thank you guys for staying with it. You really stayed diligent on a grind. Lake Fork's my favorite lake to fish, and anywhere in the world, fishing goes up and down. Catching goes up and down. But I'm going to tell you, Lake Fork will humble the best of the best. And lately, due to the weather and a few other things, this season's been a little bit more humbling. So we're catching fish still. It's great conditions. And the post-spawn bite, shad spawn and post-spawn bass are coming very soon. And that usually is the over-the-hill mark for me, if you will. That gets us deeper into spring where you just don't look back. Probably no more cold fronts that are really going to hurt them. The fishing will still go up and down because that's fishing, but we'll get into a little bit more of a feeding cycle. They're not worried about reproduction anymore, so they'll start feeding on a daily basis as it gets hotter and hotter and hotter. They'll start feeding multiple times in a day. The more the fish feed, the more often they feed, the easier they are for us to catch. So I'm Mike McFarland, giving you the Lake Fork Daily Rundown once again for April 21st, 2020. Now I'm off tomorrow, so I will not be giving you a report. If you're going fishing, be careful. There's some big weather coming in, potentially some thunder, lightning, and some more severe storms later in the afternoon. If you're out there, be careful. Get off the lake before that stuff hits you, and I hope we don't flood out. So thanks again for watching, folks. I'm Mike McFarland, the Lake Fork Guide, wishing you all the very best fishing.